Warning, this video is only for 14 and up, and if you're under, please leave this video because I will not be accused of something I don't want to be accused of. Please, if you're under, leave the video. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel. Listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everyone, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys will enjoy my video, and let's begin. Hello everyone, this is Blue Mask, and like I said in the beginning of the video, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys will enjoy this episode of What If Deku Owned a Freddy Fazbear's. Now, I have informed people in the last episodes, but this series will come to an end in a few episodes, like 3 or 2 episodes. I'm not sure when. So, yes, this series has come to an end very soon. It's not gonna be a second season or anything else. It was just a one-off season, like What If Danmachi was a video game that ended a while ago. So, I hope you really did enjoy this series. There's nothing much to do anymore in this series, but there's still few couple of things that I want to finish. So, I hope you all will enjoy this last 3 or 2 episodes of this series, and let's begin. In this episode, we don't start anywhere else we want to think. We start actually outside of the Mall of Freddy Fazbear's, or Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Mall, where Izuku is standing outside with some of his classmates, helping out with some recording items. You're probably wondering why they're outside having recording setting up recording items. Well, because Izuku wants to do something and show the public, because he's making a commercial to his pizza mall, or Freddy Fazbear's Mall museum kind of situation. So him and his classmate has decided to, start recording a ad or a video so they can post on the internet. So Izuku is right outside smoking his cigarettes and calming himself down to get on video again, because it's been a while since he has done a interview or or was in the battle with All For One. So Izuku has just taken one of his cigarettes and started to smoke. And I will inform you guys again, Izuku in this version of the timeline has, DNA quirk in him. It's a sort of quirk, but not. It's mostly in his DNA. He has a ghost eyes from one of his ancestors, and he has iron lungs like a dragon from his father that breathed fire. So he can handle cigarettes, and these are actually just movie cigarettes that Izuku has bought. But he just likes to inhale smoke into his lungs and put them out. They're not harmful to him. Like I said, movie cigarettes. So Izuku is smoking one of them outside with some of his classmates sitting off the recording, and Izuku reading out a script him and some of his classmates has made for it. It's more honest and more, well, more explaining what the place is. Ochako is right beside him, helping him calm himself down, and is actually also gonna be in the video with some of the other classmates. You're right, Isuku. Ochako asks, well, looking at Isuku with Isuku looking at her. I'll be fine. Just long time since I've been on camera. And you know how I get. I know. Ochako smiled and looked at the script. But it will be a little excited to do this. It will be excited that it will be quite exciting to do this kind of video to explain everything. Yeah, and get the bodies out of the closet. Ochako smiled and nodded at this, and Puppet came up to them standing, well, and forward. The others had set up the cameras, Isuku. Charlie, or Puppet, as he's known by, says looking at Isuku. Alright, so everything is getting on. Everything's going on track? Yes. Good. Isuku takes out his cigarette and puts it out in a ashtray that was, well, in a trash can that has an ashtray up on it. Seriously, that kind of exists, and Isuku has bought some if he wants to smoke outside. Putting the cigarette out in the ashtray of the trash can, Isuku walks over to the others and they smiled at him. Denki and Sero is behind the camera. Well, Sero is holding it with Denki, making sure that everything worked well. With Oju, no, it's Major, the octopus guy. I forgot his name. Standing behind. No, the octopus guy is holding the camera. Sero is holding a mic, and Denki is making sure that everything is running okay. Isuku nodded at them and asked if everything was going correct, and they say, yeah, it is. Isuku nodded and breathed in and out, calming himself down, with Denki saying, starting the first... Well, Denki went up before Isuku and did a clip thing, with him saying, take one of... What are we calling this video? Denki says, looking at Isuku. Out of Freddy Fazbear's closet, or Freddy Fazbear's mystery answered. If we can say that kind of video. Isuku says, looking at Denki that nodded. Okay, Freddy Fazbear's mysteries. Take one of first part. Denki did the clip and then Isuku started. Hello everybody, my name is Isuku Midoriya, but I'm also very God. Isuku says when he made a mistake in the audio. Denki smiled and went up, second take, and clips the again. After 3 seconds, Isuku started again. Hello everyone, my name is Isuku Midoriya, but sorry guys. Isuku says with Denki smiling and said it was fine, walking over to the camera and made another take. After that, waiting 3 seconds, Isuku started. Hello everyone, my name is Izuku Midoriya, but you also may know me as Deku, the hero from this, putting at his side and then put it to the other side, or the ending of this war. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm on the internet right now talking to you, not in an interview, but in front of this location specifically. I don't want to do a whole commercial, but I wanted to do a proper cut. Denki smiled, and the others laughed at Izuku's mistake. Walking over, and Denki did another take. After 3 seconds, Izuku started. Hello everyone, my name is Izuku Midoriya, but you also may know me as the hero Deku. Probably from this, putting at his side, and pointing to the other side, or the ending of this war. Probably wondering why I'm here in front of you, well, in front of this building specifically on the internet, because I wanted to make very much sense here. This will be the only location for this specific company I have inherited. This is the only and last location of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria chain, ending here at the Freddy Fazbear's Museum, or if you want to shorten it, the Freddy Fazbear Pizza Mall, or that name. I want to make especially clear here because you're probably wondering why I am associating with this pizzeria chain. That's because I am a descendant of the original owner of Afton, William, or the previous owner of the chain. And I have this video to explain everything about it. The real explanation, not the corporate facts you were given to by others. And this is where the video cuts out and going into the pizzeria and down the hallway. Well, down the hallway, going from the entrance down the hallway to the arcade machines. Izuku is walking with someone having a roller to roll the octopus guy and holding the camera down so he doesn't have to move or trip. And Izuku is right now having a mic on his collar. So no, there was no one with a mic. Izuku had a mic on his shirt, so he still have it. Izuku was walking down the hallway in the first take of this. You're probably wondering, why shouldn't we listen to the old corporation's line? Izuku says, looking at Zero that has the lines. Zero explained it, and Izuku walks back with the other rolling. Well, the other is getting ready again. Denki went over, take 2, and clipped the thing down. Izuku walks forward again. You're probably wondering why you shouldn't listen to any of the old responses from the old leadership of the Freddy Fazbear's brand or company. That's because all of them, all the words that came from that old era is wrong, and I want to make that clear. Old mysteries has come up and some theories have been proven correctly but haven't been answered by the corporation itself anymore. That's why I'm here, that's why I will answer all of them, and the most important questions of all. Izuku sat in the Fredbear Family Diner location with Goldie and Golden standing behind him. Sorry, just getting my chair so I can sit down. Izuku was sitting there with the two animatronics, well, staying still for the moment. Then he clips the machine, the thing, and the camera rolled. Now, you're probably wondering, what mystery are you talking about if you don't know the specific mystery about the Freddy Fazbears? The brand has, like I said, has hiding some few stuffs from the public about its actual history. Izuku sighed and said it and looked at the camera. The Freddy Fazbear's brand and the animatronics has been used for child kidnapping and murder. Izuku sighed and looked at the two animatronics behind him. And it starts probably around this location. Not the exact location, but this specific brand. Sorry, I just have to remember the name. Fredbear. It probably starts here with the Fredbear Family Diner. There's a whole bunch of more stuff that's up in the museum area of this location, by the way. So you don't have to worry if you don't get all the explanation. But here, not at this place, but the old location of Fredbear Family Diner, there was an incident in, I believe, 1880. Fuck. God. I think, by the way, this is Blue Mask. I think it's 18 or 1985. And then by the 87 was the Mangle one. So yeah, 1985. If I'm wrong, please leave that in the comments. I'm quite rusty on the timeline. Izuku started again with the clip. He went through all of that, and then he came to the date. It starts here at Fredbear Family Diner, 1985, where Izuku points at the Fredbear animatronics. This animatronic almost killed a child. Izuku stood up and looked at the animatronics with the camera now at the side. Now this is a commercial and a history lecture, so it will be long. This animatronic, Fredbear, or as you will hear the employees and me talk about him, Golden, is a reason why a child has died on his deathbed when he was stuffed in the mouth of Fredbear and crushed, destroying his brain, almost killing him. Izuku steps off the platform with the camera now back in the front of the stage. Now, you might not understand why I said this is where the whole incident started. That child that was almost killed by Freddy Fazbear, or Golden, back in the day, was the child of one of the owners of Fredbear Family Diner, William Afton. After that, the location was shut down and moved somewhere else. The location switched over to the original animatronics. Izuku was sitting on a chair looking at them with the camera onto the side, with Izuku having Foxy in the back, Shiga, Freddy, and Bonnie in front of him, with Izuku talking. These are not the original. These are the newer version back in the day of the original animatronics, but they still have importance in this. These were used to do something heinous. William Afton, or Afton if you want to call him, or by his murderer's name, Purple Guy, used these animatronics after his son was kidnapped, or not kidnapped, almost killed by someone very important to the brother. He was used and discovered something horrible that I will not explain and will not be repeated in the museum. He used children to his sick, very sick experiments. Using the children, he killed them in agony, in pain, in fear, and stuffed them into the animatronics, putting them bodies in here. For a very long time, no one figured out what they were. The animatronics afterwards started to smell like rotting corpse, as people used to describe them. And they were decommissioned afterwards. Isugu was standing in front of the toy animatronics, looking at the camera. Now, then we goes to this location. The Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. But these has the toy animatronics. Highly technology-based animatronics that can facial scan people. But something happened that no one knew would happen. Afton cut. Isugu says, looking at the others that smiled. Isugu, the recording started again, and he spoke. And spoke his whole lines. I didn't get anything wrong with that. After Afton didn't stop, we believe he still kept killing children and stuffing them into animatronics. One of the animatronics, Isugu pointed over to a sign by the side that had Mangel's old picture on it, was Mangel here. Now, her system has complicated over the years. Her schematics has been changed by children that broke her apart and put her back together. But she also was a first victim, but not by children, by animals. Her body held a dog, in a sense. And we don't know how, but we think the dog's body messed up Mangel's system back then, and she bite into a employee, a security guard that wasn't William Afton, that was wearing his security guard, or his security outfit. Mangel bought the wrong person, almost, I think, killing him. We have no evidence of who it was. There's no medical records we can look into. Isugu explained every single lore of the FNAF and the history. And after that explanation, Isugu stood in front of, the rooms that was down the hallway looking into the pizzeria. Now, with all that explaining to do, and everything that has happened over the histories, you're probably wondering, the mysteries, what are they specifically? The mysteries that everyone has told or anything else, the animatronics, are they haunted by these children, these people that has been suffering by William Afton's horrible experiments and bodies. And for that, I can probably say, with all the animatronics coming out of their rooms and waving at the camera, most of them, yes, they're haunted. Izuku was walking down the hallway with the animatronics standing in front of their rooms. Izuku stopped at the Fredbear Family Diner one. Okay. To explain why. These two, Izuku points at Goldie and Golden. I want to make clear, I did tell you Afton used a suit of Golden Bonnie. Or, as we call her now, Goldie. But this is not that suit. That has been burned to hell. It's gone, it's no more, it's not coming back. This is Goldie, a spirit that lingered into Golden for a while with the other one. These two are Goldie and Golden. They're the actual name they would prefer to be announced. They are haunted by two children. The child of William Afton and the child he shouldn't have killed. And you're probably thinking, oh, it's probably their systems or anything else. Their system is specifically entertainment. They're not supposed to do this. And will you please open up your chest cavity? Both of them showed the inside of their chest, and there were just wires in there. They're not controlled by anyone. These two are wearable suits, but no one is allowed to wear them. Because we don't want that. Izuku walks over to the original bunch. These are also hunted by some of the other children that went missing. But you can refer to them as their real name. They don't mind. They waved and sorry about that. They waved and to the camera with Izuku walking over to the other ones. The FNAF 2 animatronic that I say are haunted. These are haunted as well. But with Mangle popping out of the vents and Izuku had to duck away, is haunted by a dog specifically. So she's quite friendly. If you're not like Afton. Izuku scratched Mangle's head with her purring like doing things like a dog. With Izuku walking over to the sister location now. Sister location. Then there, the rockstar. Now, these animatronics, Izuku pointed at all of them, are haunted, but I want to make sure that everyone knows. Izuku moved a little to show off Baby. Baby here is... You don't want to get close. She can be friendly, but she can also be quite harmful. So, all of you must be careful. I am not that harmful. Baby, you attacked me when you woke up first time. I will be quiet. Thank you. Izuku walks over to the rock stars and pointed at them. These are not haunted. Specifically, they're not. The other animatronics that's around are also not haunted, except for one. But these are fine. These are normal animatronics with own AI systems that has, their own personalities. Izuku walks over to the other animatronics that was... By the way, Funtime Chica is also haunted. Izuku walks over to all the other animatronics that was standing beside the rock stars. These are not haunted as well. They will be around and doing a lot of stuff around the pizzeria, so you can go up and say hi and take pictures. But still, do be careful, they are still animatronics. Izuku walks over to the glam rocks. Glam rock body, glam rock chica. There's no glam rock foxy. These, Izuku points at, well, Montgomery Gator, Roxanne Wolf, Rockstar Chica, and Rockstar Bonnie that was, well, fixed up after the body was found in the boxes, are not haunted at all, except Izuku walks over to Freddy and pointed at him. He's haunted. So, yeah, make sure that you are all informed. Now, Izuku was walking down the hallway with the animatronics, well, beside, well, their rooms, with him walking down to the entrance. You are worried if they're gonna harm you or stuff, I understand, and to make sure that you are woefully aware, there are security systems in place. And here I want to make sure that everyone understands. That's why I'm going to one of my great friends and a great engineering person. Going down to the basement in one of the fixing rooms of the animatronics, May was on camera talking. The animatronics have multiple security systems and has multiple rules in place. Even the animatronics that are haunted. They have many security systems with hacking, malware, or quirks that will infect them if someone wants to create an incident here. There's multiple systems in place, so no one can hack into them. And the safety locks on them are very, very, very great. I will not explain them, and I hope I will never explain what they are. But if they try to attack you, they will permanently stop for a while. So do not be frightened by these characters. By the way, the nightmares are made to look, the nightmares are actually a special case. This is not Izuku, this is just Boomath talking right now. I forgot the nightmares are fixed up, but they're kind of special kind of thing in the Freddy Fazbear's Mall. Izuku was walking with the cameras, with the camera beside him. And don't just ask me about the security cameras, or the security, or that another take. Izuku walks back with the other smiling. You shouldn't be worried, like May said in the previous. Again, Izuku walks back and started again. You're still worried about the security systems and everything else. That's why I have some few employees and some of my friends that has been working with the animatronics for these couple of months to everything set up and getting ready to the opening day. We see some of the some employees being Michael, Ruby, Yang, and Naruto speaking. I think where's my notepad? There's my notepad. There is not a guy named Michael. Nope, there's not a guy named Michael. Sorry about that. A guy named Jack was there, Naruto was there, and Ruby and Yang. they're not the actual characters. If I will remind you of that. They're not the actual characters. No, Ruby, Hyuga, and Yang Hyuga. Jack was the first one to show up of the employees. Hi, I'm Jack. I am one of the cooks here at Freddy Fazbear Pizza Mall, or Freddy Fazbear's Museum. I have been working with some of the animatronics for a while, and I have only seen some few incidents with them, and that were taken care of by the responsible owner of the place and the responsible employees as well. I've been working with some of the animatronics with some food items and some few stuff that will be served here at the mall. The high quality and nothing has been tampered with. As for the animatronics, I have been working with the chicas for a long time to making sure that everything they knew and everything that needed to be done for them to actually cook out here. Then we skipped to Ruby, that was doing some repairs on Nightmare Freddy. Actually, you can see Nightmare Freddy, but not actually, he was not there. I am one of, sorry, cat, sorry about that. Ruby smiled at the others that smiled back, saying it was fine. Ruby, continued to work on Nightmare Freddy when Denki said, begin, and Ruby started. I am Ruby Hyuga. I am a electrician and robot major of Freddy Fazbear's. I've been working with the animatronics with May and its systems for quite a while now, and I have been fixing them up and making sure that everything is in tip-top shape, with the programming, with the electrician, the wires, the endoskeletons, and everything else. There has been no incident after it was repaired or something else, so you don't have to worry. The animatronics will be well behaved. Then we switched to Naruto, that was walking down with his night guard uniform. My name is Naruto Rin. I am a night security guard here at the mall. I have been working at night, making sure that everything was fine. I have no incidents with the animatronics. Not at all. Nothing has happened that will make me worried about the animatronics going on something. They have been helping me out at night, and nothing has happened yet. That's still a yet, right? Naruto says, looking at the camera that smiled. Then we cut to Yang, that was also walking in her security guard outfit. I am Yang Hyuga. I am also a security guard here in the Freddy Fazbear's Museum. I'm mostly in the security guard in the morning, and I haven't seen an incident here since I have started to work here. There's been no incidents with the animatronics, only some few troublemakers that has figured out this location of the mall and its history. But there's not a lot. The animatronics has been safe and will work with the security guard team heavily. Then we switched to, Bakugo, that was holding a coffee in the in the Bonnie's Burger and Fries area. My name is Bakugo Katsuki. I'm a hero student. I am a hero named Lord Explosion Murder Dynamite. Yes, that's my actual title. I've been working here helping out my friend for quite a while with the animatronics, and I have some few incidents, but it was before the animatronics were fixed up and their systems were in place. Nothing much has happened afterwards the animatronics was fixed up and repaired, so it's safe mostly, but most of the classmates will be around here helping and making sure that everything was fine. Momo was walking down one of the employee hallways with one of the cameras. I have been working with Isuku for a little while. And yes, the animatronics have been doing fine. Oh, my name. I am Momoyasu. I am the hero student creator. And I have been, like I said, working with Isuku for a little while with the animatronics. I've only seen like few incidents before they were repaired, so I'm not worried about the animatronics. If they do, most of the employees here are hero students. Momo says, walking away from the camera. Uraka, being in the security office, looked at the camera. I am Ochaku Uraka. I am Yuabri. I have also been here at the Pizza Place for quite a while. I have working very closely with the animatronics more than the others. I've not seen an incident after the animatronics have been repaired. And most of the others, so yeah, it's most of that. Then we cut back to Isugu that was, was in the museum area of the mall. Now, as you heard from everyone else, the animatronics are mostly safe after they have been repaired. We haven't had any incidents that was bad, per se. But I want to make sure that everyone understands that this location is more about the history of the company than anything else. I will make sure that everyone will be safe if you come to visit and see the Pizzaplex, or not Pizzaplex, but Izuku says, walking back, and the camera rolled again. Like you heard from everyone that was in those clips, the mall is mostly and high security safe with the animatronics. If any incidents happen, a lot of protocols will be enacted on the animatronics and with the employees in the area to make sure that everyone is safe. But this place, this mall exactly, is not a love letter. It's not a love for the company or the history of the story of Freddy Fazbear. This is a reminder of what something could have happened if someone took it too far. This is a warning to anyone that wants to do anything to make sure that no one would do it. It's not a love letter. It's not something I actually knew I'm gonna do. This is a warning to anyone that wants to come here and do evil things. If you try to do anything to the animatronics, do anything to the guests that arrive to see the history and the dark, dark history of this place, if you want to repeat that. Isugu stood outside well, stood in a more dark room than anything else, with, well, terrifying, with silhouettes behind him that wasn't spotted or anything else. You better make sure that you have a fighting chance to get the hell out before you will be caught by any of my hero friends or my animatronics, because they have no mercy to anyone that wants to repeat history. Cutting out to the building of the mall, with Isugu standing in front of it, that showed the sign and everything else, with Goldie, Golden, and Puppet beside him. So, if you want to come down and see the history of the Freddy Fazbear's Entertainment line of work, the history, the dark history, and the kind of good they have done, come down to the Freddy Fazbear Mall, and I will see you there. The opening day on October cut. Isugu says and asks for the lines of the script. Give me a second. Isugu looked at the script and nodded at that. Isugu spoke again. Sorry if this was different, I've kind of forgotten what I say. Isugu looked at the camera and spoke. So, come down if you want to see the history of the Freddy Fazbear's Entertainment. The good and the bad and the mostly dark past of Freddy Fazbear's. Come and enjoy the food, come to see the animatronics. It will be quite grateful to see these animatronics doing their job again. And come on the 1st August 8th. That will be the opening of this mall. August 8th will be the opening of the Freddy Fazbear's Mall. Hope you come down and enjoying the pizza, the burgers, and the history of Freddy Fazbear's. But if you want to be after, I hope you get ready, because you will not leave without handcuffs. The video turned off, and it's mostly it for this episode. Yeah, I know it was mostly commercial, but that's kind of the point of this video. This was a little shorter than I usually do, but like I said, it's mostly gonna end in a couple episodes. I mostly hope you guys will enjoy this series. And yeah, the next week's vote is gonna be, let me just, it's what if Belle Cornell was an item maker. What if Belle Cornell was a monster hunter? And what if Deku was a monster hunter? I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later, have a wonderful day, my blue masks. Bye bye.